Greetings and welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where I'll be doing a reading for you all today. If you need to get in contact with me for any reason, or if you need a reading, my information is in the description box. So as always, we'll start with a quick prayer and then we'll hop right into the messages. Thank you so much, Most High God. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you for our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Thank you so much for the one who is watching. Thank you for allowing these messages to be clear. And thank you for allowing them to obtain secret synchronicities that the viewer will know for a fact that this message is to serve as confirmation, beautifully divinely orchestrated confirmation of a discussion that you've had with them previously. In your name, I thank you so much. So it is. Ashe. Okay. Let's see. What do you want to discuss with the one who is watching? What do you want to discuss? Oh, okay. I know exactly. We've got the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups here. Have you ever been so irritated, so frustrated that it's like this irritated, agitated state of being where it's difficult to find anything to be grateful for because the only things that keep coming to your mind are the things that you're not grateful for. It's not funny, but it low-key is. Look, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. And I think it's just so funny how both of these pictures are just like, I don't look at you. I'm not saying thank you. You know, it's kind of like that. And let's see what God is wanting to say about this, because a stack of cards came out and we're going to look at them. So we've got the Eight of Cups over here. I don't look at it. And then look right underneath that. We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords, inspiration, bright future. Or could this just be a time where you need to choose a different time to start, a different way to begin, or begin again? I hear my best friend telling me, like, you can begin again, you can begin again. And that's her motto, like, begin again, start again, try again. Tomorrow's always a new day, you know, and I'm hearing that for somebody like, okay, so you found yourself in this, I want to say spoiled, but it's not funny because with the Seven of Wands here, the gorilla, the self-sabotage, this could be because there is a lack of understanding of what's going on. There's a lack of knowing what's truly happening, why situations are playing out the way that they are, why situations are going the way that they are. And so it leaves this feeling of feeling forgotten, feeling unheard, misunderstood, feeling as if there's nothing to be grateful for. But I'm hearing God say that if you just slow down, open your eyes, sit and look, you'll see things to be grateful for as far as I can see, if your spiritual eye allows you to see it. Okay. Look, then we have the Empress, creativity, abundance, and fertility. The Four of Wands, rest after labor, and Nirvana, alligator. When I see this alligator, I always think of a mass spiritual awakening. And it's only because of a documentary I watched where this alligator or crocodile, whatever it was, it went to lay eggs. And when it went to lay the eggs, it would go back and check. And when she heard chirping from one of them, the narrator said that chirping from one of the alligator eggs triggered an awakening of its brothers and sisters. And they all could hear each other's cries, and they started to fight out their way out of the shell into the light. That is not the way the narrator said it. That's just the way my heart interpreted it, you know. It's what God showed me about it. And so from this energy, I'm seeing that there are blessings all around you. Yes, you might not be able to fully understand everything. This is true. You might not be able to get the full understanding, but if you look with your heart and trust that God is always looking out for your best interests, you know, I'm hearing that there are some things that have happened in the past that you need to recall to your mind so that you can remember. So that you can remember all the things that you have to be grateful for. And I get it, because the reason why I'm laughing so hard is because I was fussing. I was just like, oh, I can't find this. I can't find that. Where's this? Where's that? This is supposed to be or where it's supposed to be. Can't even share all the words I said while I was looking for something this morning, right? That's why I'm looking for it. I understand, you know, but with the sloth being on the bottom of the deck, with the Four of Swords, quiet reflection, waiting till the time is right. Sometimes when you're feeling anger, it's good to just be quiet. Right? I'm getting this message and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like my toes are getting stepped on, you know? But sometimes it's best to just be quiet, because while you're in that vibration of anger, it's understood, it's justified, it's part of life. But at the same time, you don't want to be spewing curses for a temporary vibration. You don't want to be spewing curses for a temporary vibration. So you're upset right now, but declare victory in those moments, knowing that you won't be. Like I did overcome this morning, y'all, but for a moment I was sitting there like, what? Where? Why? What is going on? And mind you, it's very early. I was also getting a message about blackout curtains. Somebody has been using blackout curtains, living in blackout curtains. Like even on days where at times where you're not trying to sleep, you leave those curtains pulled. God is saying, open those blinds. That it's not good for you to sit in the dark all the time. And you may have even been wondering, like, why have you been feeling so disgruntled or sad lately? And your angels are coming through with the message about those curtains, because God showed me that message yesterday. If you have been going to, also, if you've been feeling sluggish, tired, unable to, it's like you wake up tired, go to sleep tired, restless sleep, somebody is going through this. I'm hearing that God wants you to start making preparations to make some serious changes to your life. What you're eating, what time you're eating, you know, it's a lot of changes that God wants you to make, especially if your job is a night shift job. I'm hearing they don't call it grave shift for nothing, okay? Research has shown that statistically, people who work grave shift, they don't call, let me just put it like that, okay? People who work grave shift, they don't call it grave shift for nothing. So God wants you as his chosen child to start looking for other options. And I'm also hearing, I got options. So it's like the divine is looking out for this situation. The divine is looking out for you, but these blackout curtains, they've become an issue, a bigger issue than you may realize. And sometimes one thing that I've learned over the years, especially since I've gotten closer in my walk with God, is that sometimes the solution is so simple, just as simple as getting up at a different hour, saying a specific phrase, or thinking a certain thought, or or changing what time you do this, or opening your blinds at a certain time of day, closing them back at a certain time of day. You know, it's simple, like little tiny choices, little tiny changes that you can make in a day that make a world of difference. For the crowd who is not sleeping well, or who's sleeping too much but still feels restless, what energy do you want to share with them? What message do you want to share with them? Throat chakra. And when I see the blue, I started hearing the sleepy song. Close your eyes, go to sleep. I think I started hearing that. More blue, throat chakra, hope with the star card and healing, and then choose wisely, trapped in fear. I feel like for some of you, or some of you, you guys are dealing with a work situation that is causing you to have to live like this. And for others, this is straight up classic case of depression, fear, worry around a certain topic, racing thoughts, difficulty to concentrate, listening but not hearing, little things like that your body is trying to show you that you need more rest, that you need to take some time to care for you for just a moment, because there is a big energy of healing on the table at this time. There have been a lot of issues around survival with this devil card coming up. A lot of issues around survival. And for some reason, when I look at this hair that is engulfing this guy, I'm also getting the message of blue. So blue is a big color right now. I don't know why that hair is giving me blue, but it is. And then this is giving me blue. So blue is a big energy. Somebody's being guided to look up the spiritual meaning of blue, or blue could be your favorite color. Final message for the one who is watching. Final message, God, for the one who is watching. More blue, more wings, okay? Don't settle for less. And this is a blessing in disguise with the number 33. Somebody may have already gone through some type of big changes, but guess what? God is still with you. Be patient and have faith that your angels will have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. And you are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Do not give up. Keep the faith. Stay focused on gratitude and gratefulness, okay? So I hope this message has been of some assistance to you. If it has, let me know, and we will talk again soon. Bye.